I go to the logo.
Beautiful. Here and then you're gone, you're off and then you're on. You smiled at me and quit.
This is the great Tony Lauria singing.
Oh my God!
Oh really?
Yeah.
He's amazing.
With,
As long as it's not Johnny DeNono.
The great Lynn Portis wrote it with me. I put about 2 lines, about 4 words into the song. She did the rest. But what a great original song for the movie, right?
They should come here and play it.
That's right.
Live.
You're right.
Oh, it's an original?
Yeah. It's
What's the name of it?
She put the hoe back in Hoboken.
That's something like you would expect Uncle Floyd to be singing.
Hey, there we are. Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to Live from Fort Lee Studios. I'm Chris Shapiro, and to my right is the gorgeous, rackless Silvana Mastrolia. I always think of her. You can lower the music a little. That's 7, Greggy. Nice.
I love Tony.
Guys, I'm very excited tonight. We have a very, very special guest here
How
tonight
excited
with us.
are you?
I am so excited. I can't wait to introduce.
Yay.
Jusella Bella is here tonight. Is she so? What a great...
She's a queen. I love her.
And she brought her fantastic boyfriend, Carlo Bellario.
Yeah, I'm just tagging along.
Drinking his Snapple and having his Pringles.
I'm a happy camper.
Oh my God. We're
Carlo
so
is a stand-up comedian, a talk show host, an actor.
Yes.
He's lived a very interesting life.
Yeah.
And he's become a very good friend of mine through the years. You know.
Yes.
Just a quick background: when I started doing my movie Miami, but even before I shot anything, I had an audition down on Carlo's show that he was doing,
right,
in the garage down in South Jersey.
What happens in the garage stays in the garage.
That's right. I forgot you were there.
I tell you what, for a garage, we had some fun.
It was so cool.
It was the best.
We spent like 3 hours down there. I think we had a blast, and
we did the casting call for the show down there.
Yes.
Yep.
And we had his wonderful, beautiful mother, like prepare
like
cooking
everything.
Beautiful buffet of like the greatest.
Yeah, it was weird because you went right into their kitchen. You just walked in. Yeah, go ahead.
Not in a sexual way, but I met Chris in the most possible creepiest way on Craigslist.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Because that's where he put the thing for looking for, and then I talked to him, and then you know him, he never.
Looking for what? Just like what was he looking for?
It was something
I'm interested to see
for the movie.
Savannah just interrupts. Don't worry about it. She has that knack of just. It's amazing.
This is
freaking amazing.
One of those ones that talks over everybody.
Over, under, in between. But look how beautiful she is.
No, she is. She's
that's the world.
She's glowing right now. She's glowing.
Well, that's the nuclear waste that's by the river.
I was going to say.
I know you.
And Jusella.
Yeah.
Speak into the microphone. We got to hear every syllable coming out of that.
You should be used to it. You're dating a Greek.
Yes. Greggy, put the camera on you real quick. The great Greg Dekos, reluctant actor.
That's the
look at the effects that you got on you.
That's the
demo mode.
I'm telling you, he's the yoga instructor from Couples Retreat, the movie.
Got a puzzle.
I'm telling you.
Oh my!
He's fantastic. He's fantastic.
Oh, he is.
So, real quick before I get into everything, I just want to mention my trip to California.
Oh yeah.
And my bald head, real quick. I shaved my head for the St. Baldrick's Foundation.
Yeah, it's growing in.
Yeah, it's growing in.
Well,
you shaved it. You did a horrible job, Savannah.
Wait a minute. Is that a play on words? Baldrick's?
I know, right? No. It's just a coincidence.
And it's not even.
I can't even. You know, you got me at a loss. I can't even make fun of you because I usually tell you, "Would you comb your hair with a helicopter?"
Yeah. I don't think you ever said that. That's a good one. I like that one. That's my favorite one.
Chris used to go on Facebook when they were first doing Facebook videos, and he used to sit in front of his computer and it looked like his hair like Kramer. And it was all tossed up. I was like, Chris, would you just get up? He goes, yeah.
No, I have very unusual hair. I don't know. When I leave the house, it looks decent, and as soon as I get in my car, it's
kind of one of those things where it looks like you passed the car.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it like this because now I wash my face and then I wash my head.
That's it. You don't have to do
come
nothing.
Back down again. It's
and now you don't have to worry about what Carlo's going to say about your hair tonight.
No, but it's all said with love. I'm only kidding.
I know. And that's what I wanted to say. Is it okay? Could I get it? Beep beep. But I just want to say one thing. Aside from all the incredible artistic ways that you're amazing, you're also a beautiful, beautiful person with a beautiful heart, and so are you, Jusella.
I'm trying.
And it's been our
I am trying to repair
to
myself from what we talked
you.
about the last time. I'm trying to not be so not negative.
I'm
but,
wearing him down.
I'm a street guy. I grew up in Newark, so I question everything. That's just my nature. You know what I'm saying? I give people enough rope to hang themselves, and I only let them in so far until I know I could trust them. So that's just the thing. That's it's not a bad thing to me. It's just. That's how you weed out people that are not good in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I believe in second chances because everyone has a different point in their life where you grow.
Yeah.
So either you grow up or you don't, and then at that point you give somebody the chance. You don't want to be judged based on one thing that happened to you ever.
She has brought me along. See, she's like,
beautiful.
give him a break. Me, I'm looking to hang them on the hook in the back of a meat truck. You know what I'm saying? That's just my nature.
Right. Well, you've calmed down. I think you've calmed down.
Boys and girls.
I think,
the birds and the bees. And
Go ahead, keep talking. It turns me on. I don't know. Talking about the birds. No, I'm only kidding. Your new radio show is very more relaxed, more cerebral. Dare I say?
It is. Dare I say? You know what it is? Everything has to evolve.
With the great Gene Pirro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Gene is. You got to hook up with him.
Yeah.
He is a phenomenal. Hamilton Radio's been around for 20 years.
Wow.
20 plus.
And he's a good guy, and he really cares about it. He gives a lot of indie artists breaks, and he's willing. I think your show would go great on that network.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just upload him the show.
Yeah.
And whatever time slot. And I think it's an added bonus for you. It brings in more listeners. But, when I met Gene when I got in trouble. He's like, listen, we want to help you out, so...
Which time? Which trouble?
Yeah.
The old trouble and the new trouble.
The latest thing with the BB gun bullshit.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah. So he calls me and said, listen, I want to help you out. I want to give you a show. Because he knew that I had experience doing other shows, and I knew what I was... And they were looking for comedians to do shows. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, I'll do it. And I was a little reluctant because of my past experiences. I was like, I don't know if I want to get that. So I tried it out, and it started to work. And then my friend Paul Veneer came in, who's a phenomenal comedian. And then I surrounded myself with I handpicked everybody.
He's awesome.
There's no egos.
Shout
Everybody
out.
has fun.
Yeah.
If you're watching.
And we're a family.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And so how long has that been going on now?
And we just had our 1 year anniversary in April.
Beautiful.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. And the show, we're getting...
Celebrate. Go ahead, grab the donut.
Yeah.
He got excited. He wants to play anal donut. What the hell?
Forget about the dough. Just grab the nuts. No, just kidding. No, but the show is growing in leaps and bounds.
Right.
We're syndicated on 5 different networks.
Right.
Fantastic.
And you mentioned the Armed Forces Network.
Armed Forces Radio Network was a guy. This guy, his name is Sean Cruz. Mm-hmm. He's a volunteer. He's an ex-veteran, and he wanted to do something. And he bought the station from the military, and he broadcasts to all the military bases around the world, and to all the active men and women, and to veterans. Mm-hmm. And he loves it because he's a vet himself, so he just wanted to do something. He came to me, he sought me out, because I heard your show, and we were looking to do, because a lot of that stuff on the network is very serious and very, like, dare I say, cerebral, or more like self-help. And, I said, listen, our show is laid back. There's no political, and that's the main thing I tell you. My show is not political. It's a feel-good 2 hours. We have a lot of retro stars that when you see, oh, man, I remember that show. I used to love that show. And it's for 2 hours, you can forget about the mortgage. You can forget about that you got to do this and that. And you immerse yourself in our show. Right. We have fun. We have games. Everybody's a character. Mm-hmm. And we just gel well. And I'm very blessed. The crew around me is what makes me the show. I'm just a quarterback. I throw the ball, they score the touchdowns.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, Paul, very funny man.
Oh, my God.
He's just multi-talented guy.
Paul Veneer is an improvisational wizard.
We got to have him on. He's got to come up here.
Yeah. I didn't even think to ask him, because usually he's not doing nothing like on a Tuesday night. He would have came.
No, that's good. It gives you another excuse to come up.
How long would it take you to get here, Paul? If you're watching, come on.
But let's give out the information for the show real quick, and then
the new radio show.
Yes. For the okay, go ahead. But for the show this weekend.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, the radio show, if everybody's listening, it's on HamiltonRadio.net, and we're on Channel 2 every Wednesday night between 8:30 and 10:30 p.m. Check us out. We stream live on Facebook. I'm against the Facebook live streaming, because I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
And this is something I learned from a guy you're doing radio. You got to leave something to people's imagination. You're giving too much away with the video.
But why would anybody want to miss the opportunity
Because
to
now
see your beautiful faces?
Right.
No, but listen, they hear your voice. I wonder what she looks like. You know what I'm saying? The curiosity freaks them out.
Yeah.
And then, like, when you do a meet and greet,
Right.
and then they come, oh, my God, you sound just like a picture or whatever. But you can do a little bit, but I like to, like, leave
You
them
like to leave to imagination.
Yeah, because the radio is the theater of the mind.
That's true.
You know?
Greg, put on channel 4-3.
Video killed the
4-3.
radio
There we
star?
go. Now let's talk. There's no video.
No.
Now we're doing.
I like video, but I'm just saying.
You got to see Silvana. She is gorgeous. I wish we had cameras. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. It's just, I like to give a little bit away. Like maybe if I had like a professional YouTube stream or something.
Yeah.
Then I can get on board with it.
But then we'll go, like, we have a difference in agreement. When you have Facebook Live and you share it on your wall, and then you encourage your viewers to share it on their wall.
Yeah.
You don't want just your viewers to
Guys,
see
please
it.
share the show right now.
You do. You want them to share it because now you're having additional people that you don't know looking
Right.
at your page.
Right.
No,
And
I get
hopefully
it.
that's how it grows on your network.
I get it
that
for
way.
the marketing standpoint, but I just want
I'm the network marketer.
she's the
You're
one
a
that
purist,
usually-
aren't you, Colin?
Yeah.
You're an old school guy.
I'm old school. I try to, listen. Social media, if you work it in the right way, is
Right.
a dynamite tool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to learn how to finesse the system and so. But I wanted to come in today because I always listen. I know I don't get a chance to see much. I always value you as a dear friend. Every time I needed you, you stepped up for me, and I wish I had some way to reciprocate to you. But you've never needed me, unless
I got everything in life I need.
yeah, except hair.
He's getting it.
Yeah, that was good.
Now it's peeling. Like I went
Now
in the
it's
sun,
peeling.
so now it's like flaky.
But I just want to, if you don't feel that I did, I'm very grateful for everything.
Oh. Well, I could say the same exact thing to you, Colin.
I mean, I was always anything you need. Like, money has always been an issue for me the past couple of years, but that's all hopefully working itself out. But if you had said, "Listen, I'm having this fundraiser, I'm doing this," I'm there in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you, it's just, the only thing I can say, I just wish you answer your phone a little more.
the
The only time I see you on Facebook is when you're at a Yankee game with your father. I mean, which is awesome, but
Right.
Well, one day, Carlo,
Will you see him on Pizza Time?
and that day may never come, I'll ask you for a favor.
and I won't answer my phone. No.
Guys, the great Silvana Mastrolia. Look at it. I can't even say her name correctly. What
She
a
looks
donut.
good.
Is she
Mastrolia,
fantastic?
Mastrolia.
Well, thank you, Carlo. I appreciate that, and you're fantastic, and I think we're going to have a great future together.
I always was impressed by you, even when we did Hoboken Bet, the way you handled yourself. You always,
Right.
You were always the utmost professional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially,
I didn't know what I was doing, Carlo. I just went with the flow of everything, and I knew.
Well, you didn't look like it. You looked
Yeah.
like you were. I mean, you may have been winging it, but you played it off pretty good.
I love that scene. I love that friggin' scene. It's such a great
the scene with
Cha-Cha, the great Cha-Cha.
It was a great scene.
Yeah.
God rest his soul.
That was a
You know,
beautiful
it was a-
scene.
Yeah.
That was. That energy in the room that night was just.
That was fun. We were
unbelievable.
talking about boxing and Joe Louis.
Right.
And then Cha-Cha is a great guy. See, what I liked about Cha-Cha is what you saw is what you saw is what you got.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way he was off camera. He was the same. He told you like it is. If he didn't like it, he would tell you.
Right.
And he was just, and he would do anything for anybody, despite his, he may look like he was unapproachable, but he was a sweetheart deep down inside.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he was very very
How
kind.
did you swing it to get him? Because he's usually usually always busy doing something.
I was doing a Coney Island film called Coney Island Save Me with the beautiful Amanda Jensen.
Yeah.
Is she gorgeous?
Oh, didn't you get won a film festival, the Coney Island Film Festival?
Yeah.
I remember something.
Yeah, a quick story. Me and her were filmmaking partners, and we did a movie, and I guess she didn't like the script I wrote.
Oh, no.
And I said, well, why don't you write the next one? And she said, okay. And she wrote the next one. She won the film festival with the friggin' movie. And I was
Yeah,
like,
you called her
See
bluff.
that?
I know, and she did it. I got it. She
Great
amazing.
story.
So we were looking for a venue, and we went to Cha-Cha's in Coney Island.
That's fun.
And he just said, sure, you can use it in the afternoon. Just go down there. And that was it. That's how I met him. And then we went on his radio show with, I forget the guy's name.
Vinny Pastore?
No,
Joey Reynolds?
Joey Reynolds
Yeah.
show, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I met you through him. I don't know, we're just a mutual friend. We realized,
Yeah.
when I came down to the
I
radio
couldn't even
show.
believe he was going to be there when I walked into the restaurant.
I know, because everybody was there but him. And I
Right.
think he was getting calls about the script. How's the script? Or, is it worth coming down? I don't know. I was just, thinking he's not here yet.
Yeah.
And then I came down, and it was a cool little boxing conversation.
Yeah.
Tried to get some boxers' names in there and
No,
stuff.
that was nice. I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Thank you.
But
let's talk about Friday night.
Friday night. All right.
Big show. Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes, I have a couple of venues down in South Jersey that I opened up. Like right before I got in trouble with the BB gun, I opened up a comedy club. Now, albeit it's not like a standalone building. It's like I travel from venue to venue. If certain venues want to do comedy shows, I bring my whole setup in
Which
there.
I think is a great idea, man.
Yeah, it's like a mobile thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
called Animal House Comedy Club. It's a tribute to my favorite movie, and I've had really good success in South Jersey. So a friend of mine that owns the Chandelier and Bravo, I grew up with him. His name is Johnny Apicella, good kid. I know him all my life, and he says, "Listen, why don't we do some every 3 or 4 months?" So I went up there last year. I did a show with Jimmy Walker. We had J.J. Walker. From
Oh my
Wow.
God, Dynamite.
yeah. So that went off well. We had the first time, because he's a wedding facility, so there's not a lot of traffic in there. So I was a little worried, as opposed to if you're doing it in a restaurant where people will come and eat and they could see the flyer. But we wound up getting like 85 people for an opening, which is not bad.
No,
I was
it's
happy.
great.
So he said, "I want to do it again." So I happened to work with Gilbert. I've worked with Gilbert a couple of times at Catch a Rising Star. So I called up. I said, "Gilbert, listen." I said, "I want to bring you down to my club," and he doesn't sound like he does. He is totally the opposite.
Right,
He's very like you wouldn't even think you're talking to him.
Like
on the
low
phone.
energy.
Yeah, let me know what you need. I'll send you over. I'll tell you what I got to get, and I'll work with you. And he's been super cool. It's at the Chandelier Friday night, which is Cinco de Mayo.
There's the flyer. Great job, Greggy. Look at
Yeah, dinner is at 7. The show is at 9. The tickets are $60. And listen, I know everybody's in a crunch financially, but
Stop excusing it. It's a great price.
no, but you're getting dinner.
Yeah.
You're getting a show. You're getting 2 drinks
Yeah.
with that price.
2 drinks is
Yeah.
there's a
That's what I
surprise.
told him.
Right.
2
Yeah.
drinks, a comedy show,
and
and a dinner.
and dinner.
And he's
Right.
he's apologizing for the
Wow,
price.
No, because you
Wow.
always get you always get the people. Oh,
That's
a lot,
amazing.
Yeah.
That's
You're
a
always going to
steal.
be one in a bunch that always
Yeah.
complains.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, he's probably got like thousands of dollars in his. It's like the
Yeah.
rich guy that cries with the loaf of bread under his arm that he's broke.
Yeah.
You know.
And they'll go to a restaurant and spend $100
Yeah. Right.
on dinner.
Right.
I'm not going to
Well,
$60
that's what I
bucks.
said. I said. I told
Laugh
him.
till when
I
I do
yelled at
something.
people. I said, "Listen, if you took your wife out to dinner,
Right.
all right, you had dinner and you had like 4 or 5 drinks, and then you went to see a show. What do you think you're going to pay? You're looking at over $150.
Yes.
So now Gilbert wants to help me. He's going to do a meet and greet for an extra $20 if you want. It's optional. You can get your picture with him and
Oh,
get to
that's
meet him.
great.
Oh,
So,
wow.
it's going to be a fun night. And if anybody wants tickets, you can go to the website, but the online sales are closed.
Okay.
But you can still call me and reserve. There's plenty of seats left.
Okay.
It's number 718-942-7368 if you want tickets.
How about tables, Carlo? Because
Well, I
get a table.
I want to get it. I tell that's the deal I was doing. I said like this to people: bring me a table of 10, and I'll
we'll
give
save
the
you
person.
$60.
I'll give you 2 free tickets.
Wow.
So if you find like 10
That's
people that would go,
awesome.
I would say,
Yeah.
Silvana, you and the guy from Couples Retreat, you should come as my guest.
Let's see the guy from Couples Retreat
Yeah,
real
let's
quick.
see
4-1.
him.
4-1.
Yay.
Ah! He's in demo mode still.
There's no computer
Wait.
required.
I'm sorry, Greggy.
Developer.
That's so
He just
funny.
reminded me of that movie, Vicky, with the robot.
You got if I
Malfunction.
Vicky, I don't know. What is that?
Remember Vicky, the robot, the little
Oh,
girl?
Small
She was
Wonder?
a small wonder.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you never
That's a
watched
TV
that?
show from
oh,
the
yes,
80s.
it was.
It's probably.
She was
I
a
don't know if you
computer,
watch
but
it.
she was a little girl.
Really?
Yeah.
And then when you were
kinda
when they were
creepy.
done, they put her in the closet.
Yeah.
That's even
Gotta keep the kid in the closet.
In the closet. Holy cow.
It's nice and safe in there. No.
So,
But it's going to be good because Steve Trevelise.
give the number out one. No, I'm
Right.
going to put it on the.
I was just going to say,
yeah.
you messed up.
So-
101.5 Steve Trevelise. is
Holy
gonna be
cow.
I'm
hosting
getting to it.
the
Relax. This
I'm
one's
not
ready to
yet.
jump in your grave with her.
Yeah, look at her.
night. He's been asking you about it for almost a half hour.
You're
Let's
so
get to the
gorgeous.
point.
So go ahead,
All right, Gisela, we'll see
Wow,
you.
it's
All
good.
right.
Holy
You're
cow.
off next week.
Yeah, Steve Trevelise, who is the evening guy on 101.5. It's the New Jersey station. He's
Right.
going to host. And then I got a guy that lives up in North Jersey who used to come to my old radio show. His name is Lou LaMedica, and they just love. He's not a comedian by trade, but he's it's like a hobby of his that he's doing, and he's very good for a guy
for a hobby. He's great
for not having any experience, and he rolls the troops.
Yeah,
they love. He's like one of those people. Oh, let us know where you're going to be. Like he attracts more people than Kevin Hart. This guy.
Seriously.
Yeah,
you know, and he's a sweetheart of a man.
Right.
So, but the number is 718-942-7368 if you want tickets. You can call me, leave a message at the office, and I'll get you squared away. There's no bad seats. Every seat in the Chandelier is a nice place. The food is going to be great because they have a very good reputation. And it's just going to be a fun night. Like
You're saying you went to a place called the Chandelier.
Yeah.
It's worth the money.
Well, yeah, it's, you know, it's
true.
so. I was looking for a place up in North Jersey.
especially if you swing by it at the end of the night.
And I had to make sure.
I'm going to swing by.
Then you know you had a good time.
Well, I had to make sure I wasn't near Hasbrook Heights because I didn't want to interfere with Bananas because I have a relationship with them. I play there.
Yeah.
And
they've been there
I
forever.
love Bananas. Yeah.
You know, I know Harlan and Arlene for a long time, and they give me a lot of work. So, and there's no, you know, they're very good about it. They didn't care that I was in Belleville, and they, you know, and Gilbert plays there too. So,
Right.
and that, you know, they're, you know, and that's the way it should be. It's not a competition. We're all. I'm trying to keep comedy going. I'm trying to get people off of this reality TV nonsense.
Right. Yeah.
Because people don't want to go out no more.
Right.
You know, and it's really sad. Listen, I understand people have kids, people get lives, shit happens. I understand all that. But it seems like nobody wants to come. And not just a comedy. Go out and see a band. Go out and see a show, something.
Yeah.
Stop staying home. You know, everybody's like, years ago in the 80s, if you said, oh, I'm doing something on Friday, oh, yeah, I'm definitely coming. Nowadays, if I tell everybody, and I hate when they tell you, oh, let us know where you're playing. As soon as I tell them, oh, well, Saturday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I got to go take my mother to the airport, so I can't come to your show Friday night. What the hell has that got to do with You know, it's like the stupidest excuse.
Enjoy your life.
It's
Have
like
a
when-
little fun.
Yeah, just tell me you can't make it.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather you tell me the truth. It's like the old proverbial, I got to shave my legs routine with the
Right.
girl, with the guy. I don't want to go out.
Right, yeah.
Just tell me the truth. Okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, I have to have a shout out to my little friend Kaylee Scarpinato that's watching.
Hi, Kaylee.
I love you, Kaylee.
How old is she?
She is, oh gosh, I'm so bad at
Don't
ages.
give out the age.
Maybe she's like, I don't know. She's like maybe like 8. I'm sorry if I got that wrong,
There you
Kaylee.
go.
I
There's
don't know.
Greg from Couples Retreat. That's
Wow,
it.
that's him.
That's him.
Put it
Wait,
up
you have to
to
put it up to the camera.
put it up to that camera. Switch that camera, Greggy.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
OMG.
No, that's the wrong one.
Wrong one.
Wait, no, go, do it again. Do it again.
Oh my
You
god.
gotta zoom out. No, yeah.
He's sick.
Okay.
Wait, you can't see the guy.
You gotta go.
What?
You gotta put him up on that.
Oh God! Don't be a cinematographer. Oh my God!
But there's an
Yeah,
8-year-old
that's
watching.
I don't know.
He yeah,
That's a
really.
handsome man. Yeah.
We go
Well,
right from
that's it.
Kaylee saying hi to my 8-year-old
Yeah.
friend. To,
How old is she?
Holy
Okay,
moly.
I have a picture for
Silvana
you.
says that only
Let's talk about
resembles
the birds
him.
and the beads next. No,
I know, right?
Wait. It's funny when I put the picture up.
Don't have it yet.
Silvana goes, that's only him from the waist down.
Oh, there he is.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
Tell
sorry.
me if
Watch,
that's not a
watching on
spitting
me.
image of him.
It definitely. We should do a remake. I wish we can A/B it. Carlos.
Carlos Santana. No,
You know, I've killed people for that, you know.
Please don't kill me.
but he loves you. He won't.
Tell me a little bit about your friendship with Angel Salazar. Tell me a great angel. This guy, he is just shot out of a cannon.
He is the
He's
funniest.
amazing.
The best road stories of my life are with Angel.
I can't believe you spend hours and hours in a car with this guy.
Can I play something?
Were you
for
there
Angel?
that night
Absolutely.
that he was there?
I went to Carlo's roast years ago.
yeah.
I still have that on tape. Have you seen it?
No, I
think I
was
sent
going to
it to
ask you. Yeah,
Dude, it's great.
I didn't have a big turnout. It was only like 70-something people. I was expecting more, but everybody was a
To me, like
blast.
70-something is pretty
Press
good.
play on that.
Oh, okay.
It's a funny message that Angel left us.
What happened
Oh,
was,
really?
well, wait, let me
You
preface
tell the
this.
story and then he'll play.
Now, Angel played Chi-Chi in Scarface.
Right.
And one of his scenes was like when he's knocking on the door, Tony, let me in.
Yeah.
So we were in Ohio, and Angel, after the
he
show, I
partied
went
a
right
little
to
hard.
bed. We went to sleep, and he wants to go out to the bar. There was a bar next door to the condo that the comedy club owner puts us up in.
Right.
There was a bar next door. So Angel goes, I ain't going next door, man. So he goes next door, and I lock
You
the
know
door.
it's trouble right away.
Yeah,
right?
so I locked the door downstairs. So now he comes home at 2 in the morning. He's banging on the door,
And
screaming.
we're sleeping.
But
Don't hear him.
He leaves a voicemail.
But
Like it's back in the day where you can hear the message.
Right, so
He's
now
like,
you-
Carlo, open the fucking door, man.
Watch, play.
And then you'll hear him play the message.
And I never deleted it. Play it.
Is that the message? We have
Yeah.
it? Oh,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
It is
Put
the
this nice and
funniest
loud.
thing.
Hopefully it'll come through.
Okay. Wait, which one is it?
Watch.
Carlo, man, I'm downstairs. Open the fucking door, man.
I'll tell you another story with
I
Angel.
should have it like a ringtone.
Oh my God.
We're in Rhode Island at the Twin Rivers Casino, and we do a show. We have a great show, and Angel has no money. He has
my
$3
God.
on him. He wants to play craps like he's Johnny Fontaine. So he walks up to the crap table, and he's got like 4 or 5 drinks in him. So he's in one of his rare moods. So now these people around the table look like they're losing their fucking shirts.
Yeah.
So he walks up and goes to everybody. I just want you to know, in my eyes, Jews are all winners. And they're like, get this.
Then he chases you away. He takes me with him because I'm his lucky charm. There's Jusella with me, so he sees all the black guys that have a fat ass. So he's like, Jusella, look, she got the best ass. Come on, brothers, look, man, look. He goes, you want it to be lucky? You gotta rub her. I was like, oh my God. And then he's starting to play a game. And this is like the first time I actually met him.
Yeah.
And I was so embarrassed. He's telling all the guys that work there, oh, you gotta watch her. She cheats, man. She cheats. He's playing craps.
no,
So
really?
they're like, oh my God.
Oh,
so
my
the-
God.
But he's
It was
phenomenal
innocent,
going
but
on the
fun.
road with.
Oh,
We've
yeah,
had
yeah.
so many. Oh my God! Every time we stop at a rest stop, he has to do like a video.
Oh, my God.
And the funniest thing, we were in. I forgot where we were. We were in Virginia, and we stopped. It's 3 in the morning.
Oh, that was
so he walks in pretending he's drunk. Right, and the lady's getting all nervous. He's like, I want to eat, man, right? And he sees these people, these guys were all there, and they must have been doing a Civil War reenactment. I guess they must have all went out to eat afterwards. So he walks in, he goes, holy shit, how long have you guys been waiting? I almost thought that was just, but he's out of control, but he's so lovable.
Yeah.
He's such a good, deep down inside, he's a sweetheart of a guy.
Yeah.
And he's hysterical. He's one of the best. I always had the most fun with Angel.
Right.
You know,
Aw,
He's
that's
working.
awesome.
Even he's a big part of our relationship, really.
Yeah, he's like
I told him, I said, I feel
like
like
a
we dated
marriage
both.
counselor.
Yeah. Oh, really? I'm sure.
There's
Yeah.
a guy who's lonely, got nobody, but he's giving me advice.
I
Right,
come
right,
in, he's like,
yeah.
come here, watch this. I'm like, okay. So I'm like the little puppy following Angel around. And we walk into, like, you know, those service centers, they're always open. So he walks in, it's really late, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. And he, very loud, he goes, excuse me, what time this place closed? And he picks up his pants.
It's a 24-hour joint, and he's doing like he's doing an Al Pacino impression.
Yeah, yeah.
And like these people are like, who the hell is this guy?
Does he ever tell you stories about him and Al Pacino or anything?
Oh,
like
he
that?
told me
Oh, no.
when they were casting the movie, Al Pacino invited his house out to his house. He had a house upstate New York somewhere.
Oh, no way.
And he says, "Oh, bring some." He goes, "I want real, legit Cubans to come to the party." He goes, "All right, I'll invite some people." So the next day, he says, Al Pacino calls him, says, "Angel, I don't know what happened, but these guys that you invited over to my house, they robbed all my jewelry." He goes, "I don't know what to tell you, man. You said you wanted Cubans, and that's what I gave you."
My God. Oh, my God.
Crazy.
The funniest story, Angel talk. Angel grew up in Cuba in the Guantanamo Bay.
yeah.
Wow.
On the, not the military side. So he was 9 years old, and he had a flat tire on his bike. And he walks up. Now, he didn't speak any English at the time. He's walked up to the Marine in front of the base, and he's trying to ask the Marine for help to fix his flat. He goes, next thing he knows, he's on a plane to Cuba. They thought he wanted political asylum. At 9 years old? What the hell?
Oh my God, that must have been unbelievable.
You gotta have him call in. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's in Florida now.
Oh, he would love it.
Yeah, he's gonna be there for a while, but he's hysterical on the phone.
Yeah.
He'll tell you stories and.
Well, he was in Jersey for a while. It was so funny. He would call me, like, make me feel bad. He goes, Jusella, I'm hungry. Did you cook?
Yeah, we used to fit.
And I would make him like shrimp scampi.
I felt bad. I would get him
sausage
socks
peppers.
and underwear. And,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
yeah.
like my little son.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seemed like he needed.
Oh, he's needy.
You
He
know.
needs TLC.
Yeah.
He don't know enough to feed himself. He'll live off of a 7-Eleven.
Right.
He doesn't have no family, so
Right,
I was,
right,
so I
right.
became like family to him.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it seemed like. You know.
And I miss him. I wish, but hopefully he'll come back again soon.
I know.
So, and then he would say about how he would go to bars and try to pick up women. He goes, I don't know. I have all these women fighting over me. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, all they do is go, you saw him first. It's like, okay.
Greg, can you try and find a picture of Angel Salazar? Just one of those tabs on that little computer there. Open one up and just type on Google and see if you could do that.
He's fine.
Okay, in the meantime, can I mention
Yes.
a
Go ahead.
show of a dear friend of ours, Dave Sperano, at the Radburn Players of Fairlawn?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Give-
he's directing a show there, and it's called.
Is it a play?
It's a play.
Okay.
Yes.
Dave has been doing shows there for how long? Is he a
Oh.
founding father of the Playhouse?
and he's not, because it's like the. Oh my gosh, and I have to like learn all my history, but
Right.
it's one of the longest running community theaters in all of New Jersey.
Right.
And they
I've been
started
there.
out in the
Oh, maybe.
What's the name of the
long
show
time
again?
ago. It's called Rapture, Blister, and Burn, and it's playing
Oh,
at
wow.
the Fairlawn Players of. The Radburn Players of Fairlawn. Sorry about that. I'm just looking for the ad right now, and then if Greg could put that up too.
Maybe you should talk to Greg about.
So
putting
that's
in-
playing.
Well-
I'm sorry. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 8 p.m.
Oh, but that's it?
In Fairlawn, New Jersey.
Is it a
Okay.
big
Yeah,
theater?
Don't go Friday. You have to go to Carlo's event Friday.
Oh yeah, that's
so
right.
either go Thursday or Saturday.
Yes.
Dave is just awesome. I saw him
Yeah,
perform.
He plays our Uncle Louie.
He's Uncle Louie in Tony and Tina's wedding.
Oh,
but-
is that who that is?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, now I know who you're talking
Yep.
about.
He's a tremendous singer. He belts a couple of tunes out, and I saw him perform. What was the play you guys did together at that theater where I met Dave? I'm sorry, you're doing 12 things anyway.
So many. I can't
But,
think
just
of it right
a-
now. Breaking Legs. It was called Breaking
Oh.
Legs. That's the one you came to.
Yeah,
See,
very
I remembered.
funny.
We did very many plays together in the past.
Yeah.
And he's just one of my favorite acting partners.
Yes.
Besides you, maybe sometimes.
Do you both have hookups with theaters that maybe we could put something together?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
How big is that
think-
theater
I
in
think Solana
Fairlawn?
might. Do you know Rosina Pasquale and
Rosina
you know, like,
Parmigiana from
Rosina
the internet.
Parmesan from the internet, the one that goes Pasquale, que bella esta máquina.
Oh.
Remember?
They're
from Canada?
Yeah.
She's really popular.
Yes,
she
yes,
wants
yes.
to come out here and do a big show.
Yeah,
She
she's
wants to do a show?
Wow.
Yeah, she's. If you
But
go
she
on
needs a big
YouTube
theater. She needs.
and type in Rosina Parmesan, her and the Pasquale, the character, you pee your pants with laughing.
Oh my god.
But it's strictly an Italian thing. But it's my. What was I going to say? Chris, are you still doing like Johnny and Vinny's wedding or?
No. I never did anything like that.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. You
Is
should.
it a gay
Maybe-
wedding?
Are you? I was
Is
gonna
it a
say
gay
you're confused.
I was actually. What's her name?
Tony and Tina's wedding.
The girl. Denise.
What a great show. Denise Fennell.
Pantana?
No,
Oh,
no,
No,
no.
they're talking about something else.
I know, I'm just throwing her name in. Hi, Denise.
Wait,
Love you.
who is-
Miss you.
Hi.
Who's the
Yes,
girl that I did
definitely.
the show with? What's her name?
Oh, Debbie.
Debbie.
Deborah Toscano.
You know Deborah Toscano?
No.
I did. I got asked to be in. Not that I ever got asked
My
to be in
big
anything you're in because
fat
you
gay
don't call.
wedding?
But
Miami or bust.
no, I know. That's it. That's it. He shot his load.
One and
man.
done.
One and done.
Is that it? Yeah,
no,
I guess
but
so.
I did this show called my big
yeah,
fat gay
gay
Italian
wedding.
wedding.
Yeah, I saw that. How was that?
I was fun.
really
Yeah.
I was the gay wedding officiant.
No.
No, he was really the gay wedding official.
Yeah, I was.
Are you a
I was a little
method actor?
nervous.
Really?
Yeah, because I never played a gay character. So
Right.
I had
It was really
I
fun.
have no frame of reference, and I'm happy about it. So I had to. I went and
He
got
was
this
so
like
cute.
gold lame jacket
Right.
and with like these shoes, and the guy goes, "Oh, where'd you get your shoes from?" I go, "They're mine." They were like these really gaudy Gucci shoes that looked like a quilt.
They were
like that your
Gucci.
grandmother knitted like 30 years ago or
And your
something.
they're your personal ones?
They're his
Oh,
personal
my God.
shoes. This is funny. That guy that's going to be on our comedy show this Friday,
Oh,
Lou
Lou.
LaMedica, was in the audience sitting next to me. And he goes, Gisella, let me ask you a question. He goes, where did he get those shoes that match good with the jacket? So I said, those are his. He just started laughing. He goes, you mean those are really his shoes?
Yeah.
I'm like, yes. He goes, "Oh my God!"
Hey, they're
it's a
Gucci.
perfect
That's
role
all
for
that
him.
matters. I don't care.
Susan Campanero was in that show. Did you meet Susan? She was in that show for a
That
few
sounds
times
familiar.
or
Very
something.
familiar.
Possible.
Yeah, tremendous actress.
Funny
And
guy.
it wasn't gold lame.
Pain in the
It was a
Anthony-
gold sequence.
Oh, yeah?
laser.
Anthony Wilkinson was the director.
Okay.
A nice guy.
Yeah.
Very good guy. And he put on a nice. I had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah.
So,
Interactive theater.
yeah.
I mean,
It was
you know,
great.
it's totally underrated.
I like that. I want to
You know.
do more of that stuff because I'm very good improvisationally.
Right.
And I wouldn't mind doing something
Well, maybe
like
he
that.
could be in Tony and Tina's wedding that coming to New Jersey, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. Did you just cast him?
No, but maybe
Oh.
you can. I'm trying to help you.
No,
huh?
listen to me. If you want me, I'm there. Don't feel pressure to.
I don't feel pressure.
It would be
What's
fun.
so funny?
It would be fun.
It would be fun.
Yeah.
I always have. Anytime I'm around you, I have fun because
Wow.
you're used to it. No, seriously, Chris. I like to break balls. Like I walked up to him today, I say, "Hey, Chris, how you doing? You look good. You've been sick," and he rolls right along with it. You know what I'm saying? He loves it. But you know, and like I said, you just have a lot of positive energy, and you've always been good to me. Despite your hatred of GoFundMe's, you stepped up to the plate.
Yeah. And it had nothing to do with you. It had something to do with somebody else.
I
who-
thought it was me. I'm like, oh, what did I do now?
No.
No, but you're
I
right.
felt bad even saying it, but you
There's
know.
so many unnecessary. Like there's a girl on GoFundMe because she can't pay her electric bill. Go get
Yeah.
a goddamn job.
Right.
You know.
Let's talk about why you had to have a GoFundMe.
Okay.
Like that segue or what?
Yeah. November of 2015. I had opened up for Bill Engvall at the Sands Bethlehem Casino in Pennsylvania. That was a Saturday. That Monday, I had signed up to do I saw an ad on Facebook for extras for one of those low budget, no budget, copy and credit deal.
Yeah.
The name of the movie was called Vendetta Games. And they were looking for a bodyguard for a drug dealer. Okay, I fit, I'm stereotyped, whatever. That's fine. So they said, I sent them, I said, oh, okay, no problem. We could use you. So they said, show up to Woodbridge, New Jersey. They gave me the location. And, they told me what they wardrobe-wise. So I show up. Now, my scene was, I was to sit in a car. It was a simulated car chase scene. What they did was they made us drive. There was a guy driving, and I'm in the passenger seat, and there was two guys in the back with the GoPros on different angles.
Okay.
And they gave me a prop gun. They said, here's your prop gun, and they told me it was a prop gun. So I'm assuming that. And it had a lot. I've handled prop guns before because I've done Law and Order, I've done the Blacklist. And prop guns look and feel like the real thing. They have the weight and everything.
Right.
So we go around Woodbridge, and he says, just hold the gun out the window and pretend you're shooting at a car in front of you. What they would do is they would stop at the top of the street and then go down the street 90 miles an hour, turn the corner real fast. And meanwhile, I'm going like
Oh my God.
So now, residents see this,
Yeah.
and they panic.
Oh.
And I understand that
Yeah,
because they see a guy out the window that looks like Luca Brasi shooting, pretending to shoot somebody.
Going
Either he's
fast,
crazy or
yeah.
he's nuts. So they call the cops. Now, bear in mind, this is when they had the terrorist attack in Paris. So everybody's all amped up to begin with.
Right.
Yeah.
So we get back. Thank God the cops didn't show up while we were shooting the scene because I probably would have got killed. Thinking it was real.
Right.
They might have thought we were gangbangers. So they show up. SWAT team surrounds the whole set. Now, meanwhile, there's only 10 of us. They got like cameras like this, 2 or 3 of these out. It's not like a big elaborate set with a couple of cases. And they go, okay, who was the guy driving that yellow truck? So the guy, Dennis, goes, oh, that was me. And then, who was the guy with the gun? I said, that's me, sir. We're actors. I said, it's right here in my waistband. I'm in character. So I slowly give it out. So they're talking. They pay me, put my hands on the car. They separate us. Next thing I know, I'm in handcuffs. I don't know what the director said, but they threw me under the bus. They go, it's not ours, it's his. I found out later on that they told them that I brought that with me. Who the fuck brings props to a set? An actor.
Yeah.
I
mean, some do, but
What happened is they're so low budget and had no money that they didn't even get a permit, so the cops had no idea they were going to be there.
Right.
Which is, you got to do that. I understand it may be a lot of money, but if you're going to do it, and then he was bragging the week before, oh, we raised our money on Kickstarter. Where's all the fucking money?
Yeah.
You can't get a permit?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I get arrested. I get charged with possession of a firearm, of possession of a weapon in New Jersey.
Wow.
Now, turns out that the prop gun It's not a prop gun. It's a BB gun. And in New Jersey, you might as well have an AK-47 because it's considered a gun. It's not a fire. It's not a airsoft pistol. It's a firearms. If I had a 9mm on me, it would be the same charge.
Wow.
So now, preface this to say that years ago I got in trouble, and I have blemishes on my record that I'm not proud of, but it is what it is. I'm not that person anymore. There's a reason why they call it a criminal past, because it's in the past. So I'm looking at 10 years, they say. Now, because of my record, the prosecutor wants to make me out to look like Al Capone because of my dad, who my dad was. And now it's 15 years, and then if they wanted to, they can hit me with an enhancement penalty. So for shooting a movie for no pay for an hour out of my day on a Monday, I was looking at 30 years in prison.
Oh my goodness.
I'm dead. I know.
And it's funny, but it's not even funny. Like, it's like
No,
sick.
it's not.
Like,
It's
I actually,
absolutely
the
not
first
funny.
court,
It's
I'm thinking he's
sobering.
going to get away with it because he didn't do anything wrong. He's innocent.
Right.
And we
Right,
had
right.
Howard, Help Me Howard.
Oh,
what's his last name?
I
From Channel 11.
Yeah.
Was sitting with me in the courtroom. We both were together thinking he's going to be done with this. No problem. He reassured me, and I was like, okay. And the prosecutor said, no, he's facing up to 20 years. We both looked at each other. I was pissed.
Yeah, she told me.
I was so pissed
Yeah.
that but when the court thing was done, the judge spoke. He walked away. The prosecutor was walking towards me. Sicilian blood came out.
Oh, no.
And the guy had like a smug look on his face, like, I'm going to get him,
Right,
And I
right.
said,
They
I
had-
hope
they
you
had an axe to
fucking die in
grind.
your
Oh,
sleep of
my
a heart
God.
attack. I just said, came out of my mouth. And then he says, officer, she
upset.
just threatened my life. The officer goes, what did you do? I said, I just told him he'll die of a heart attack. He goes, honey, just get out of here.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like,
so-
he was like
But
hard
when-
up for him. I don't know why.
They didn't like the fact that I went to the media and started to plead my case.
Maybe that's
Oh,
why.
really?
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
the prosecutor had a hard on for me
Wow.
from the beginning when you got to realize something, and you of all people, because you were one of the people I was going to call if I go to trial because they wanted expert witnesses. Chris,
He's like, no.
Chris, Chris, as a director and a producer, is it the actor's onus to find out if the company has permits?
No.
No, we show up, we're given a job to do, and we go home.
Right.
All right. In hindsight, now I have to do that, but Robert De Niro doesn't arrive on the set in the morning and goes to Scorsese. Hey, Marty, you didn't get your permits this morning, right?
Right.
You're just assumed that they have their ducks in a row.
Yeah.
It's not our job to do that. They didn't want to hear it. So, and they didn't like the fact that I went, because they made them look like assholes. They got flooded with so many calls. The prosecutor had to call my lawyer and says, please tell people to stop calling our office. Because that's how, and
Did it work?
what happened was there was so much pressure that they finally, I wanted to go to trial. My lawyer goes, you know what? I said, all I need is one juror to believe me, which I know I would have got more. He goes, but it doesn't matter if they believe it. They have to go by the law. Because I'm a convicted felon, I touched a gun. You understand?
You touched the gun, you used the gun, you pointed the gun.
Right. Well, I didn't use the gun.
No, I'm
but
saying, according to them, that was used.
right. So,
of the
and then
gun.
they tried to lie and said I brought it to the set, and then they did their investigation and go, you know what? We apologize. We realized that you were telling the truth. So probation. That's what the windup was. I had to plead down to false public alarm.
Yeah.
You know, even the people that call the cops, they go, "Oh, if we'd have known, we would have never did
So
this."
it's 2 years, and every week he has to go to probation, and every week he has to pay the fine.
I have to pay a
Director and the
$600
producer,
fine.
They just disappeared.
Yeah.
Everybody on the film.
Yeah. Well, I'm going after them civilly. They have no idea what's coming.
Well, now
And,
they do. If they're watching.
The cops, even the cops, when I got arrested, the one guy
Oh,
told
he
us, I
felt
would have
so
never. What's their problem?
Yeah.
I must have got the guy that shaved his head that wants to look like a Marine.
Right.
And Joe Cop, he must have had his badge for 20 minutes.
Right.
He's got his chest out like a peacock.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and even the detective told us, why did they arrest this kid?
Yeah.
I kept telling them, I'm shooting a movie, I'm an actor. They didn't want to know nothing.
Yeah.
And then the one cop was prosecuting me, another cop walked in. He goes, you're lucky I didn't show up on the scene because I would have shot you.
Wow.
This is a cop saying this to
But
me.
he's
Yeah.
right, because if they would have came while the car was in motion
If the
with the
scene
gun
was
and they
still
thought you were
playing, yeah.
really like a gangbanger or
Right,
whatever,
right.
they would have killed him.
Oh,
Yeah.
if they would have showed up and we were still doing the scene and see me like an idiot out there, and the judge goes, he goes, I don't know why they played this out their way. I'm just going to chalk it up to knuckleheaded behavior, because even to the end with the plea arrangement, the prosecutor going, oh, but you don't understand. He's like, this and that and this and that, and he's like, listen, this is so this case is such nonsense. He goes, they wanted to give me 3 years protection. He goes, no, give him 2 years. And even my probation officer, because they switched me 3 times already. I just got on.
Right.
I finally got one that's halfway decent. She's letting me come every 2 weeks now.
Right.
And she's like, pay your fine and you're out of here.
Good.
So, but Chris, this is I put me in a depression, which I'm still trying to climb out of.
Yeah.
If they repossessed my car.
Oh.
We finally just got a car about a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still real. That's why this Gilbert Gottfried show is very important to me.
Yeah.
This is hopefully I can make a few dollars to have a cushion.
Mm-hmm.
It's my get back show, so that's why I'm imploring everybody that, in the sound of my voice, if you ain't doing nothing, come out Friday night. You will not be disappointed. I'm serious.
And that's at Chandeliers
Chandelier in Belleville.
in Belleville. There's the flyer right there. There's all the information up there.
Right.
You get dinner for $60 and a
Wow.
fantastic show. Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes.
Guys, I saw Gilbert Gottfried. I did not stop laughing
He's
from the time he walked up to the mic. He didn't even say anything. Just you see him and you're
Well,
already.
that's what he does. He walks up. He won't say, "Hey, how you doing?" He'll just start telling jokes,
Right.
and when he's done, he just walks off stage.
Right, right.
He don't even say goodnight.
No.
He's a very weird guy, but he's
Right.
a sweetheart.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and he's very dirty. Like he did the
Oh my God, 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, he was reading 50. If you look
have
on
to-
YouTube,
You have to
he's reading.
YouTube
And I stuck my finger up her butt.
Up the clitoris.
But just picture him reading those excerpts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The funny thing of that, it's a YouTube video, so it's 50 Shades of Grey by Gilbert Gottfried, and it's the expressions of the females as he's narrating the story and their expression while he's reading. It's hysterical.
Oh, my God.
And then he was doing
Very
the
funny.
roast of George Takei, who's openly gay,
Right.
which is cool. And he just he goes. Every joke he told was a fag joke, and I thought George Takei was he was loving it. He opens up with 3 fags are in a hot tub.
Oh, my
All of a sudden, a big blob of semen rises to the top. One fag turns to the other fag and goes, "Okay, who farted?" I was like, only him would think of it.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
That's
my God.
hilarious.
That's what you're in for
Yeah.
Friday night.
I tell you, you're going to have a great time if you go see this show.
Yes, I can't wait.
The
And
doors open at 7. Showtime's at 9 p.m.
Right.
And that's 340 South Franklin Avenue.
Yeah, and there will
In
be a
beautiful
meet and greet.
Belleville.
For a $20 upcharge, you can take your picture with him and hang out with Gilbert for a few minutes. So.
And
The guy's a legend. He's a friggin' legend. He saw all the greats.
Yep.
I'm sure he worked with your idol, Sam
Rickles?
Kennison.
Oh, Kennison and Rickles?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was just going to tell you. You didn't mention about meeting Don Rickles and all
Well,
that.
he didn't ask. Don
you
Rickles
have
was
to
that
say
was
it. You have to ask.
the pinnacle of my comedy.
Carlo, let
career.
me ask you a question. Tell me about your idol, Don Rickles.
I love how they're directing you, and you're supposed to.
I need direction. I love
That's what I'm
direction.
saying.
I love it.
Hey.
What are you doing down there?
No, I got the
She's playing
pleasure
Police
to open
Academy,
up for
huh?
him.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, and he was the sweetest.
Uh-huh.
When I first walked in this room and saw him, now you got to realize, as an actor yourself, Chris, if you were to meet, who was your ultimate all-time favorite, live or dead, that you would have, dropped to your feet if you were in front of him?
I would have to be De Niro.
That's what I'm saying. That's the reference.
I want to
was
get
gonna
somebody
use.
more obscure. I mean, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Right.
Fantastic.
It's like an
Totoro
actor, a young actor, walking in a room and having to do a scene with Robert De
Yeah.
Niro. I actually cried. I dropped to my feet. I started crying.
Right.
Because it was so overwhelming.
Were you in the
Wow.
air when you dropped to your feet? Is
Absolutely.
you floating?
And he was
Literally.
the nicest, sweetest person. He took us out to dinner afterwards.
Very nice.
He was and it was an honor to be in his. And the show Friday night is dedicated in his memory.
Exactly.
Great.
It's a tribute to Don
Wow,
Rickles.
that's
So.
Beautiful.
Ta-da.
And I just think he was the great. I don't care what anybody says. Listen, Kinnison was my boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's my alter ego, Kinnison, like that rock star persona. Don Rickles was the greatest ever. There'll never be another Don Rickles.
Yeah.
There's great comedians, but he was on a. If you go on YouTube and watch the Dean Martin roast,
Right.
how he ripped that dais apart, but not one foul language, and not one person. There was no animosity. They loved it. They loved him for it. They wanted to be insulted by him. That's the difference. Nowadays, today, you got to worry about you're insulting somebody by the littlest things you say.
Right.
He did it in a way where they just cracked up. He made fun of blacks, Jews, Puerto Ricans, everybody.
Amazing.
And
Amazing.
people wanted it.
Yeah.
They would go up to him and say, "Please insult me."
Yeah. And then, things changed, right? And everything got so PC and,
That's the bad thing about comedy, Chris, is that, years ago in the 70s, you could say a gay joke, you could say this joke, you could say, and nobody, they laughed.
Yeah. It was a way of taking the edge off of it. Make a little joke about this and that, but...
Listen, I support the young people. The millennials, we're in trouble. They, they go to your safe place. They're what are they, sissies?
Yeah, I know. Well,
Listen.
I know. I teach. I see it.
He can't say it.
Oh my God, my dog fell down the stairs. I can't come to school for a week. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I just changed. Oh my God, honey, that's so terrible. You must be feeling horrible. I'm sure you can't come to school today.
There's the door. No, I'm looking at
I'm concerned, and I'm very I'm sorry that it happened. Put a Band-Aid on it and get over it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's all right. They could put him in the closet like Vicky.
Yeah, Neosporin.
My father was like that.
Yeah.
We had one of my football coaches, Mr. Mazika. Like, you could be bleeding out of your day. Put a Band-Aid on it and get back at it. He doesn't care.
Wow.
Oh
boy.
All right. So I put up the link to the GoFundMe page.
Right.
That's on our show right now. So if anybody wants to contribute some money to the raw deal
please,
for Carlo,
I need it.
just follow that link. You can read about the whole story is up there.
Right.
To tell you exactly what happened, and it's right there on our comments page. And here's the link to the show this Friday,
right.
Cinco de Mayo at Chandeliers.
Call the number.
That's 718. Carlo?
718. I thought you were reading the poster. I know. Everything there.
I was acting.
718-942-7368. Do you get calls here or no?
Yeah, sure. The number's up there.
Listen, you know what?
We'll stay on.
If you have a caller, but they got to use the tickets. I'll give away a pair of tickets right now.
Wow. Guys, call in 201-482-4244.
No friends or family of mine is eligible, and if you
that's nobody then.
No, but I want, in all seriousness, please don't call if you're not going to use the tickets. I want somebody that's seriously going to attend the show.
Our phone lines are open. Please, guys, call in. So we'll start wrapping it up somehow. If you want to find some music, Greg, to play.
Wait, can I just say one more thing?
Yeah, we got.
What are you, Columbo?
Can we
one
please
more
pull up a
thing.
poster? Oh yes.
Animal House Radio is on Wednesday nights, 8:30 to 10:30 on HamiltonRadio.net. Tomorrow night, Gilbert will be calling in, and then the following week, May 10th, I have Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars as our celebrity guest.
Wow.
So I do my homework with this show.
Now it's Pawn Stars, not porn.
One of my favorite shows of all time. I DVR it.
Why don't you come down if you can?
Come on, really?
Wednesday? Yeah. He's not coming in studio, but he'd be on the phone.
Yeah, I would love to. I think he's an amazing guy.
We're in a different spot now. We're in a better place.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it still looks like an Al-Qaeda outpost, but at least we got more room now.
I've been there a few times.
Right.
No, not the new
we're
one.
in a different building. They're renovating.
Are you listening to our guest?
Yeah, we have a sponsor now.
Soldana, I can't wait for it to be done.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
We built
fantastic. I can't wait to be there.
The sponsor as a real estate guy named Theodore Jiggett, so it's the Theodore Jiggett Studio. It's in the same spot where we're at, but it's the building that faces the street instead of the one in the back.
Okay.
So
Not the scary one. All the way.
Oh, that big parking lot.
yeah.
Is that right?
It's right across from the Papa Pizza. It's the blue building in front on the second floor. So we'd love to have you guys. You want to come in on the 10th?
Oh, we'd
And then the
love
following
to.
week, I got Larry the Cable Guy calling in.
Come on.
Wow.
Yeah, I got to pick your brain a little. I got to
You
figure
just
out.
had Billy Engvall.
Billy Engvall was my favorite interview that I
Right
did.
here.
He was so down to earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now we just want to bring up a quick flyer for the Radburn players.
Oh,
They're
absolutely.
doing a show right now.
Go see him
I'm trying to
Thursday
get
and
it up here.
Saturday. Friday, you got to come to Gilbert.
That's right. Is that it? So, Greg, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this link on our comments, and then you can open it up there. Let's see if we can make that happen. I'll go over here.
So it's for the Radburn
Copy
Players
piece.
of Fairlawn, and they always put on an amazing, amazing production. They build their own
Well,
sets.
that's not it.
And it's on Fairlawn Avenue in Fairlawn, New Jersey, and it's playing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night at 8 p.m. And it's a great show. So if you're around, and
Oh, good job, bud.
yeah,
So
there it
open
is.
up, double click on that yellow, on that picture. Guys, support New Jersey
Rapture,
Small Theater. This is great.
Blister, and Burn.
Dave Soprano is just
Dave Sperano.
Sperano. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry,
no,
Dave.
No problem.
Dave Sperano is just an amazing director, actor, and just an all-around great guy, great theater guy.
He's been part of the theater for like 30 some odd years.
It's in his
builds
blood.
all his own sets.
Yeah.
Tremendous.
Thank you, Dave. All right, so Carlo, one last time with the information. It's this Friday at the Chandelier in beautiful Belleville, New Jersey, 340 South Franklin Avenue. All the information is on our website. You can check that out. Silvana, you want to add anything before we go?
Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much. You were talking about your struggles and what you've been through, and we appreciate you so much shining your light through it and inspiring audiences by lifting them up, because everybody, let's face it, everybody's going through something.
Listen, I'm a work in progress. I'm trying to evolve. I'm trying to get rid of that not anger, but that hostility and that, apprehensiveness I have. I want to be more open, but I don't want to be a doormat, That's why I'm afraid.
But you're still continuing to be a shining light, because laughter brings light.
You are. She's every time I see her, she's never in a bad
There's nothing
mood.
anyone needs
she's
more. No, believe me, I was crying. But
I mean, she's the kind of person that could go through her change of life and you wouldn't know it.
Anyhow, thank you so much for
And
being here.
behind every great man, there is a woman behind it, and I'm sure that all of the support.
And that's our beautiful friend Jusella.
I wouldn't know what to do without her.
I could
She's
tell.
so amazing.
I think I could tell.
She's
And
your positive force. She's your Cleopatra.
Yeah.
her beautiful boys that we see all the time.
Yes, absolutely.
Those are the light of my life. They're my stepkids. They're not. I'm
You
not
guys,
Yeah, I mean, you're very
honestly
loving.
should see him with the kids. He's different. He melts.
Yeah, well, you can tell by the pictures and everything
guy.
that, it's
You're
a lot
good
of hugging
people.
and a very closeness, and they're always having fun, running around, smiles on their faces.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, that's the way it should be.
And you're
So,
good people, and
beautiful.
we're all about love
Thank you.
and light. And so, on that note, we wish you all love and light and inspiration in your lives. And
That's what I was going to say.
yeah,
He
and if you
took the
could
words right out of my mouth.
You could just be kinder and be loving to everyone you see, because every one of us is going through something, and we're all facing a battle, and life is really hard to get through. So, just a little extra kindness, a little extra love.
Very
make
well.
this world a better place.
That was awesome. You're a beautiful woman.
And you're a beautiful man.
woman.
This sounds like music
I
that you would
know.
get.
See?
Like,
I don't know.
Now,
It's the Greek music.
I was thinking
I
he
thought it
should
sounds like when
play
you're getting
Heal
a
the
happy
World,
ending.
Make It a Better Place at the end. I think we should download
This sounds like when you're in a massage parlor and you're getting a happy ending and they play that music, that obscure music.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, whatever gets you through.
Well, thank you, Carlo Bellario,
Thank you
Chris,
so
thank you
much.
for
Gisella.
having me. Thank you very
My
much.
first,
Thank you
our
so
first
much.
guest was Carlo,
Yay!
and I'm very proud of that. And I'm so happy he
And
came in. And
Gisella.
Gisella, thank you so much for being on the air,
Yes.
coming on camera.
Always light
And
up our lives.
you're awesome. And thank you to all our viewers and everybody watching and
you.
listening. We love you.
Love
Tune
and
in
light, love and
this
light.
Wednesday. And thank you for Greg. Greg
Yay.
Decos, bro. I mean, this guy's Johnny on the spot. Don't forget, this Wednesday night, tomorrow night, there's Pizza Time with Greg Askeles, Eddie Bart, and George Tomasello. And Friday night, don't watch Meyerville because you should be at Carlo's show. But we'll be doing Meyerville here. Maybe a little bit earlier. We'll see. Or maybe on a Saturday night. But we'll get back to you. And a salute. We love everybody. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.